You stare at your paycheck and wonder where it all goes. The bills get paid, the groceries are bought, and perhaps a tiny fraction makes its way into a savings account, but the dream of true financial independence feels entirely disconnected from your everyday reality. We are often sold the myth that building substantial wealth requires a six-figure salary, a brilliant tech startup, or a massive inheritance. This simply is not true. The most resilient fortunes are rarely built overnight by spectacular windfalls. Instead, they are quietly assembled over decades by ordinary people earning an average income. The secret does not lie in how much money you make, but rather in the hidden power of your daily choices. Let us examine the profound impact of small financial habits. Think of your daily spending not as a fixed routine, but as a series of micro-decisions. Choosing to brew coffee at home, packing a lunch, or delaying a non-essential purchase might feel insignificant in the moment. Yet these seemingly minor adjustments free up the capital necessary to begin your journey toward financial freedom. The greatest threat to this available capital is a phenomenon known as lifestyle creep. This occurs when your standard of living improves precisely as your discretionary income rises. You get a raise at work, and suddenly you upgrade your car, move to a slightly more expensive apartment, and start dining out more frequently. Before you know it, that extra money vanishes into the fabric of your new, elevated lifestyle. The trap of this unchecked inflation of your living standards ensures that no matter how much your salary grows, your net worth remains stagnant. Recognizing this silent drain is the first crucial step in taking control of your financial destiny. Escaping that trap offers an immediate psychological reward. When you consciously choose to live below your means, you replace the anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck with a profound sense of control. You are no longer working simply to maintain a glittering facade. You are working to build an unshakable future. That future is constructed through the undeniable magic of compound interest. This is the process where the return you earn on your initial savings begins to generate its own earnings. Over time, this creates a snowball effect, turning modest, consistent contributions into a massive financial reserve that works relentlessly on your behalf. To harness this force, you must prioritize long-term investing. The goal is not to time the market or chase the latest speculative trend. Instead, it is about consistently placing a portion of your capital into diversified, reliable assets like broad market index funds, month after month, year after year. Starting early is the ultimate catalyst for this strategy. Time is the most valuable asset in your portfolio, far outweighing the initial dollar amount you invest. A person who begins investing a small amount in their 20s will almost always outperform someone who invests vastly larger sums starting in their 40s. The mathematics of early action echo through the decades. This approach demands a radical shift in how we view time and money. We must transition from seeking instant gratification to embracing the quiet dignity of patience and discipline. One of the most effective ways to enforce this discipline is by automating your financial life. By setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to your investment accounts on payday, you remove the temptation to spend that money. You pay yourself first, ensuring that your wealth-building habits happen invisibly and consistently. The relief provided by automation is immense. You no longer have to rely on sheer willpower to make the right financial choice at the end of a tiring month. The system you built does the heavy lifting, allowing your wealth to grow quietly in the background while you focus on living your life to the fullest. This automated consistency acts as a shield against broader economic turbulence. Markets will inevitably rise and fall, and inflation will attempt to erode your purchasing power. However, by continuously buying into the market through all conditions, you naturally average out the cost of your investments, turning volatility from a threat into a distinct advantage. The resilience born from this steady accumulation becomes your greatest asset. While others panic during market downturns, you remain steadfast, knowing that your extended time horizon protects you. You understand that temporary declines are simply a natural part of the wealth-building cycle, offering opportunities to acquire assets at a discount. Ultimately, this journey leads to the creation of a lasting financial legacy. Building wealth on an average income is not just about securing your own comfortable retirement, though that is a magnificent achievement. It is about fundamentally changing the trajectory of your family's future and breaking generational cycles of scarcity. You are leaving behind more than just a portfolio of assets. You are passing down a proven philosophy of financial intelligence. The example you set through your small, consistent choices becomes a masterclass in resourcefulness and delayed gratification for the next generation. Let us bring this back to your immediate reality. Look at your current budget not as a restriction, but as a blueprint for your independence. Identify just one area where you can optimize your spending this week. and redirect those funds toward a high-yield savings account or a retirement fund. The initial friction of changing a spending habit will feel uncomfortable. You might miss that daily convenience or the thrill of an impulse purchase. But that fleeting discomfort is the exact price of admission for long-term security and absolute peace of mind. As those redirected funds hit your investment accounts, the real transformation begins. You are no longer just a consumer in the economy. You have become an owner. Even with a modest contribution, you hold a tangible stake in the global market's growth and innovation. The momentum generated by this ownership mindset accelerates your progress. You will find yourself naturally seeking out new ways to increase your savings rate. The thrill of watching your net worth steadily climb replaces the empty satisfaction of acquiring more disposable material possessions. This is how everyday people quietly become millionaires. They do not wear designer clothes or drive luxury cars that depreciate the moment they leave the lot. They drive reliable vehicles, live in modest homes, and possess bank accounts that command immense respect and afford them ultimate freedom. To emulate their success, you must protect your investments from unnecessary fees and taxes. Utilizing tax-advantaged accounts like a 401k or an IRA ensures that more of your money stays working for you. These tools are specifically designed to amplify the efforts of the everyday earner, providing a legal and highly effective way to shelter your growth. The confidence that stems from utilizing these tools properly changes how you carry yourself. You walk into your workplace knowing that you are not entirely dependent on your next paycheck for survival. You have built a financial fortress, brick by brick, habit by habit, and it stands ready to protect you. The strength of that fortress is tested and proven over time. When inflation drives up the cost of living, your invested assets historically rise to meet and exceed those costs. Your purchasing power is preserved not by hoarding cash under a mattress, but by keeping your capital actively engaged in the productive economy. This continuous engagement is the engine of true prosperity. It proves that the size of your income is merely a starting point, a raw material waiting to be molded. It is the velocity and direction of your money, guided by your unwavering habits, that determines your ultimate destination. We must discard the limiting belief that wealth is an exclusive club reserved for the elite. The doors to financial independence are wide open, and the entry fee is simply discipline. You have the power to rewrite your financial narrative starting today, regardless of your current job title or salary bracket. Begin by tracking every dollar you earn and spend for the next 30 days. This exercise will strip away the illusions you hold about your consumption. It will reveal the exact leaks in your financial ship, showing you precisely where your potential wealth is draining away into the pockets of others. Facing those numbers requires courage, but it yields incredible clarity. The guilt of past financial mistakes dissolves into a targeted, actionable plan. You are finally steering the ship, rather than just drifting aimlessly on the relentless currents of modern consumerism. The ripple effects of this newfound control extend far beyond your own life. You become a beacon of stability in your community and a source of profound wisdom for your peers. The story of your wealth becomes a testament to the extraordinary power of ordinary daily consistency. Your average income is not a barrier. It is your foundation. Embrace the power of small habits, respect the relentless math of compound growth, and fiercely guard against the creep of unnecessary lifestyle upgrades. The path to lasting wealth is entirely within your grasp, waiting for you to take that first, deliberate step.